And then I want to go back to Chad Mason, the officer that handled the dash camera, that made contact with the dash camera, who today we have a dash camera that's cut and muted.
Allegedly.
And he admitted on the stand that he's the one that broke chain of custody, took possession of the dash camera for 2 days before he got a warrant. And today he handled the dash camera. And today we have a dash camera that has no audio and it's cut before impact.
And before digital evidence got a hold of it.
And when digital evidence, digital forensic got a hold of it, Kathy Zimas, it's been too late. And then she admits that it does have audio. But today we have a dash camera that has no audio. Now, Mohammed, do me a favor. Go over to exhibit. Here you'll see Investigator Robert Drum walk up to two officers that are having a conversation, and he's reminding them of their body cam being on.
You just
Is it not on?
There you go.
Yeah, we need to start keeping on our trucks.
What?
Cribbage.
What?
We need to keep cribbage on our truck.
Cribbage? Oh.
Did you hear what he said? He said, we need to start keeping cribbage on our trucks. And the other officer tells him, what are you, like what? What are you talking about? And he's going to repeat it.
Again,
I'm going to play it one more time.
Play it again,
By
yeah.
the way, the officer that's standing there is Officer Rob Davis, the same officer that's talking about pumping money into Mustafa's case. I have an idea to employ into this case, but it's going to require spending money. The same officer that's heard on other body cams telling individuals that we need you, we need to get Mustafa off the street, we need you to get our ducks in a row. And eventually what happened, those individuals that are brought into this case on body cam, they're manufacturing probable cause. And they're saying, and then they're heard saying, we were not there. And then these body cams are sealed. They're essentially manufacturing probable cause.
Okay.
You see those two officers are talking. That's Rob Davis. That's Rob Davis, the one that's heard on other body cams.
Can you zoom in on him?
Yeah. That's Rob Davis. He's in communication with the 16-year-old Kylie.
Okay.
Who is where her dad, Kylie, is separated by CPS, doesn't live at the apartment. But today she's manufacturing probable cause about Mustafa. Apparently her dad works for a strip club owner that has a giant problem with Mustafa. And they're sitting there, and he brings her in only to allow her to manufacture and lie about Mustafa. On a body cam, she says, I was never there.
Well, speaking of Kylie Clapp, she did a forensic interview on April 7th with the Prince William County Police. And then the prosecutor deleted the April 7th interview and redid her interview later in September that year.
Oh, that's right.
So we're demanding, well, Mustafa's lawyer is going to get it. We want the video of Kylie Clapp when she did her forensic interview on April 7th, 2023. Why did the prosecutor delete it? Well, because probably Kylie said some things that would automatically exclude her as a witness.
Well, they can't delete it. They just have they put it in a file that's not in the server for evidence.com.
I mean, when I'm saying
in a separate file.
Yeah, when I say delete it, I mean they deleted it from evidence.com, but it's still in the Mustafa Al-Jazari
of course,
hidden case file.
She's a minor. She's a 16-year-old, and when police handle or forensic interview handle, there has to be a recording of it.
Okay, let me put it like this, and then you tell me if that makes sense. Okay. April 7th, the police interviewed the 3 children, and Kylie Clapp was there. You want to tell me the police interviewed the 3 children and they did not interview Kylie Clapp all the way until the end of the year?
Well, that does that make any sense
to you?
That absolutely makes no sense because Rob Davis, this officer,
he's in constant communication
I have
with her.
a body cam where he's he calls her on a regular. There's multiple body cams where he's on the phone
And
with her.
she's physically there.
She's physically there in the background while the neighbor, Tanisha Coleman, is talking to Robert Drum. She's in the hospital, so we know she's there.
We know they interviewed her.
We know they interviewed
But
her.
in the case file, when you look through it, we don't find Kylie Clapp's forensic interview from April 7th. The prosecutor is alleging that they didn't talk to Kylie until the end of the year of 2023. You want to tell me this guy's been sitting behind bars and you allege that the children are witnesses, yet you somehow did not interview Kylie Clapp until the end of the year? Why did they re-interview Kylie Clapp? I'll tell you why. It's because they have Evelyn Horton, they have Stephanie Claiborne Drum on TikTok. They're in constant communication with you, Mom, everybody else.
Pretending to be someone else.
And they're collecting information on Mustafa, collecting information on the case, collecting information on what the defense attorney's next step is, in the name of let's advocate for Mustafa. They're taking that information and they're feeding it to Kylie. They're feeding it to Kylie so that when the prosecutor interviews her again, she's a much better and stronger witness.
And she still fucked it up.
She still fucked it up because
that body
she
cam
said, I was never there. My mom was blocked. I blocked my mother a month prior to the accident. I blocked my mother. And Mustafa had only known Dorothy for 2 months at the time. So you never saw Mustafa. You were never there. According to you, you were never there. Okay? And the prosecutor is trying to shove her in as a witness. They really want to bring this little blonde girl so that she can take the stand and start crying. And the jury is not going to look at facts. They're going to go based off emotions.
So they want to go off of a 16-year-old that was never there, that's clearly manufactured on probable cause, that says on a body cam, I was never there, I didn't see anything, and they want to avoid the Google Nest videos inside the apartment?
That doesn't make any sense at all. You want to avoid actual videos from inside the apartment. By the way, you told me something that was like very disturbing to me the other day. You said that through the body cams, Romero says he gave access to the apartment.
Yes.
He gave the key access to Kylie Clapp.
I have a body cam where he's telling the brother, the half-brother,
Derek,
the Robert Drum, the one that ended up falsifying Mustafa's statements, that I'm gonna have him give you the key. Now, I have the 16-year-old who got online and says, I went into the apartment and I took everything there. I have a recording.
I mean, if she took everything there,
now
that's a big problem because the prosecutor is alleging this is a double homicide. And you're alleging this is premeditated.
Not only that.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're giving the key
she's removing
to an
evidence.
alleged crime scene?
She's removing evidence 2 weeks before the vehicle accident. A month before the vehicle accident, and then 2 weeks before the vehicle accident, I stopped at Mustafa and Dorothy's apartment. They have a Google Nest video system inside the apartment. In the balcony, I smoked a cigarette with Mustafa and Dorothy, and there is a light bulb camera installed by Dorothy there.
And the camera shows the parking lot. It shows the balcony. It records video, audio. So
now, Dorothy had multiple Google Nest videos inside the apartment.
So when Romero is giving the key to Kylie, and she's claiming online that she took everything out of the apartment.
That's deleting evidence.
So she's taking videos from inside the apartment. I mean, hello, Prince William County Police, Prince William County homicide investigators. Do we have to teach you your job? You're alleging this is a crime scene, and you're not interested in light bulb cameras from inside the apartment that record 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You're not interested in videos where you're alleging this is premeditated?
I mean,
you're saying this guy was abusing the children, and you let a bystander come in and take the cameras?
What do you mean?
Prince William County Police, homicide investigators, do we have to teach you your job?
I mean, didn't Commonwealth Attorney threaten you with the sheriff? Didn't Commonwealth Amy Ashworth threaten you with the sheriff office when you attempted to supply her with the Google Nest videos?
I mean,
didn't she kick you out of the office?
It's amazing. You're alleging this is a crime scene. Okay? You're alleging this is a crime scene. Why are you not preserving the crime scene? Why did you not sweep that apartment from all the cameras? These are Dorothy's cameras. She installed those cameras.
They thought they deleted the Google Nest videos, but they're
exactly.
upset now, and they're upset because apparently you have the Google Nest videos, and
I have more than Google Nest videos, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the prosecutor to say something in trial, okay? And then we're going to find out who's lying, okay? Because I'll tell you right now, video evidence does not lie, okay? Bring in your best witness to say X happened in the apartment on a certain date, and we'll see what the video shows.
for 2.5 years, the prosecutor Sarah Sami, is lying about Mustafa. She has a whole entire narrative. She told Judge Carol Weimer, Your Honor, I have a witness that will say this, a witness that will say this. And then you open the body cams. Each of those witnesses tell on a body cam, say, we were not there. Now, the problem here is you have a Google Nest video that show that the prosecutor has been lying and those individuals are lying about everything. It shows that the prosecutor have lied. Now, I want to go back and once those Google Nest videos are introduced, the prosecutor is not going to have a leg to stand on. They know that there's a time and place for everything.
Look, I just want to say one thing that Mustafa's. I want to say one thing that the prosecutor is trying to use in trial. She wants to say that the videos are not authentic, that they're not original videos from Google Nest, right? I'm not going to say anything about it now, but you're in for a big surprise. If you think that you've held Mustafa for 2.5 years and Google no longer has these videos, that's what you think, that nobody can subpoena these videos anymore because time has already elapsed and these videos are no longer on Google's server. You're in for a really, really big, beautiful surprise. If you think you're going to question the authenticity of these videos, I'll tell you right now, you're in for a very, very big surprise. That's all I'm going to say. So try your tactics, try them, and see how that works for you. I'm sure you remember that conversation.
Of course.
Okay.
There's a time and place.
That's all we're going to say about it.
Place for everything. Now, I want to go back to this body cam where clearly investigator Robert Drum, the officer that ended up falsifying Mustafa's statements, apparently they have a language, a verbiage to remind each other of the body cam. I want to play that body cam one more time and then go into the body cam of Chad Mason when he handled Mustafa's dash camera.